Thank you, Hubert. And thank you all. Good evening to all. It's a great pleasure to be here. Listen to many comrades, listen to different experiences of peasants struggle around the world, how we are fighting to guarantee the peasants' right to implement the UNDROP. It's great to join this event. Sorry for being late. I think it's important to share that I was late because today, when our friends were in the street peacefully demanding their rights, peasants' right, there was brutal violence and repression by the police. So more than 5 of our comrades are in hospital. They are injured. I just came from the hospital meeting them and issuing the statement. That's why I was a bit late. Sorry for that. Comrades, it's the International Day of Peasant Struggle, and we are celebrating, we are observing this day with the slogan of stop repression. And I just share the case of repression here. So it shows that we need to organize, we need to internationalize the peasants' struggle, and we need to guarantee the peasants' right at national, regional, and international level. And we have very important tool, the UNDROP, very important instrument at the international level, the United Nations Declaration on Rights of the Peasants and other people working in rural area. That's, I think, very, very important document. We are pressurizing our local governments, national governments to implement it so that peasant will have the respective life. While I would like to share some of the achievements we made in the past in Nepal, there is a very good, a very glorious history of peasant struggle here in Nepal. And from that struggle, we have achieved many, many progressive policy, different laws, and we have ensured, at least in the law, in the constitution, we have ensured right of the peasants. Comrades, we are always sharing with you that in Nepal, after a very, very long and tedious struggle, we were successful to incorporate food sovereignty as the fundamental right of the people in the Constitution of Nepal 2015. I think that was very big achievement. And to implement that right, we pressurized the government, and after 3 years of long process, in 2018, we were successful to have a very progressive food sovereignty law here in Nepal. Similarly, we have other different documents also, which creates a conducive environment for the implementation of food sovereignty, for the socialist transformation of agriculture, to ensure the justice, rights of the small scale food producer, to have their access to productive resources, to have sovereignty over seeds, to protect their community, indigenous and peasants' wisdom. So we have, like, GMO, we have policies and legal provisions which completely ban the genetically modified food or even the seeds here in Nepal. That was, I think, very big achievement. Similarly, we also restricted the multinational corporation to invest in primary production sector in the agriculture of Nepal. So FDI in agricultural primary production was completely banned, or we can say that there is no FDI, no MNCs, multinational corporation in primary production sector of Nepal. That was big achievement, but we know, as we have the poster out just behind me, we are living in a critical juncture, and we are impacted by the global crisis. And this crisis, which is created by imperialist, the neoliberal capitalist crisis, which is the parts and parcel of the bigger crisis, and this is used by imperialist, capitalist, and neoliberal forces to intervene the sovereignty of developing countries like Nepal. That's why there is neoliberal intervention in countries like Nepal. So these days, when we are not still out of the COVID pandemic, when we are suffering from the recession, when we are suffering from the inflation, the price hike of the daily food products, petroleum products, and when the war is going on in the world, the imperialists and capitalists, they are using this crisis to destroy the achievements we have in our constitution, in our policies and law. That's why there is a pressure from all around to have neoliberal reforms. So our achievements are in danger. We are now on fire, along with other 5-6 organizations, Peasants organization. We have already declared, we have already launched the Peasants Struggle here in Nepal. So we will be in the street. We don't know how many months or how many even years it may take, but there is no alternative of fighting, because the achievements we made are now in danger due to the neoliberal reforms that's going on. And comrades, it's a good thing. I would like to share that we have already started the process of formulation of peasants' right law here in Nepal. We already discussed for many years, and the National Peasant Commission, which is also the government body that initiated the process, and after 2 years or 3 years of discussion, they prepared a very, very progressive document. It's not the compromise document. Many of our demands, our principles are reflected in this draft Peasants' Right Law. But this Peasants' Right Bill, which is presented in the ministry, now the neoliberal forces, they are hiding it. They are playing different games, not to implement it, not is to stop the process. That's where we are fighting. So we have already launched our struggle. It's a very difficult one, because we are fighting not against a small enemy. It's a neoliberalism, it's a capitalism, it's imperialism. That's why it may take time, and we don't know the results, but we hope that very soon, Nepal will be the country where we will have a very good peasants' right law. New agricultural minister has just been in the position. There is new appointment, new agricultural minister, and we have already talked with the minister to move forward the process of presenting that draft Peasants' Right Bill in the parliament, so that we can lobby with the parliamentarians and have this law. I'm sure that if we are able to present this in the parliament, then it will be a very good document, comrade. After our massive advocacy, we have already translated the Peasants' Right Law here in Nepali and many other languages. We launched massive training process, advocacy campaign, and this is how we were successful to have this draft bill, the Peasants' Right Bill, which is now in the ministry, but it's a huge fight. I would like to share this much. I think I was given 10 minutes. If comrades have other questions, then we'll interact later. Thank you.